So if it takes you a long time to manifest, if you're inconsistent in getting your manifestations, or you find yourself waiting for your manifestations a lot, let's fix it. So yesterday I told you that there is no time delay in manifesting. Manifestation is instant. The moment that you declare that whatever you want, whatever the thing, the object of your desire is, the moment that you say it's yours, it's yours. It's true for you right now. You have it right now. And the only thing that could possibly delay your manifestation is whatever you got going on in here. So today I'm going to tell you guys the top 3 ways that I see my clients pushing out, prolonging their desires from coming into their reality. And then I'm going to give you the tip that I give them that they do, which brings it in almost instantly. And it is a super simple fix. I mean, a 1-sentence fix, a 1 affirmation fix that is going to rid the time delay for you for good. Okay, so the first way that you're delaying your manifestation is by wondering how it could be possible, or even creating your own obstacles to getting your manifestation. Here's what I mean. If you have something that you want, and a lot of us have been programmed to think negatively, right? A lot of us have been programmed to think realistically. You have got to become an unrealistic thinker, an out of the box thinker, a person who believes that anything is possible for you. So for instance, if you are trying to get into a college and you say, I want to get into Stanford, and the first thing that comes into your mind when you say, I get accepted into Stanford, I get accepted into Stanford, well, then your mind starts saying, I don't know how I could do that. You have to have an SAT score of blah, 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 blah. I don't have that SAT score. That is immediately you wondering how you could get in without the proper SAT score, and creating that obstacle for you when it didn't exist to begin with. When you say, I get accepted into Stanford, that's it. I get accepted into Stanford. Whatever needs to happen is going to happen for you to get accepted. The right people are going to see your application, are going to do your interview. They're going to love you, X, Y, and Z. Why would you immediately create a roadblock for yourself that no one put there for you? I don't care if it's listed on a website somewhere that they need this certain SAT score. Until someone comes in and says, no, because your SAT score isn't high enough, why would you sit there and create that obstacle for yourself? I had a client who was manifesting a car, and they said, I want this car. And I'm like, cool. Okay, here are the steps to do it. And they're like, okay, but my credit score isn't high enough. So what? Who even said anything about a credit score? You are creating your own obstacles to get in between you and the object of your desire. You're here, your desire is here. It is a straight line. Once you declare it, once you affirm it, visualize it, whatever, and you persist in it, you are going in a straight line to that desire. Why would you sit here and make a credit score mountain obstacle when there wasn't one there to begin with? Remember, the how, the who, the what is not your job. Whatever will move for you to get your manifestation. So you don't create your own obstacles there. Oh, I'm manifesting this SP, but he lives, 2 states away, and we're going to be long distance. What? If you want to be with your SP and you want them to be near you, whether it's here or there, that's what's going to happen. We're going to be long distance. How do you know? Just because they live there now, today, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if they're going to get a job offer. You don't know if their family is going to move. Like, there's so many things that you create in your mind as obstacles, and you have to adopt a mindset of, everything works out for me. No matter what needs to happen is going to work out for me. And that is my mindset. Like, even when I'm like talking to my husband, we'll be talking about something, and I'll say, oh, so-and-so and so-and-so. And he's like, yeah, but first I need to do this and that and this. And I'm like, why do you need to do those things? Like, why? Is it a requirement, or can you just go to the end and do what you have to do? Like, people create their own obstacles all the time. It's almost a habit, because in life we've been taught that everything is like a process. Step 1, step 2, step 3. You've got to totally ditch that and stop, wondering how and creating obstacles. Okay, number 1. Number 2, checking for it in the 3D. When I tell you that you will not have to check for anything when your manifestation comes in, it's gonna bust you right upside your head. Okay, like I said the other day when I was manifesting money, like, I was taking a walk. I'm actually about to take a walk now, listen to my affirmations, but I was taking a walk, and literally when I got home, I had a check in the mail. I wasn't checking my account. I wasn't looking for other opportunities. I wasn't trying to figure out how I was going to get the money. It just smacked me upside the head when I wasn't even looking for it. Your manifestations will fly into you, okay? And you all know the reason why you don't check the 3D. You know the reason, but I'm going to repeat it. If you had it, you wouldn't be looking for it. If you had $50,000 in the bank, you wouldn't be checking your account every 5 minutes. If you had the SP and they were living with you and they were just at work right now, you wouldn't be sitting here wondering what to do. Where are they? What are they going to do? No, you'd be planning dinner for tonight, planning a movie night, whatever cute little thing you were going to do. If you already got into that school, you wouldn't be nervous about your grades. You wouldn't be trying to figure out how to write the best essay. No, you would be planning out what's going to be in your dorm room. How am I going to make it cute? How am I going to make it, nice? If you had the job already, you wouldn't be stressing and worrying and checking job boards. If you have it, which you do, the minute you say you have it, you have it. If you have it, you're not going to check for it. So guys, please stop checking for it. And I'm going to tell you something else. Even when things are happening, so like I know a lot of people are manifesting SPs and you get movement and stuff, right? You can feel like you have your full desire. Like, let's say, I don't know, you're manifesting for them to say I love you or something, and you really feel it. Like, they're showing you all the ways you guys are acting so in love, and you've been manifesting it, but you still haven't heard it, and you're just like, oh, he's totally in love with me, I know we're there. And then you go to check for it, and he might say, oh yeah, I'm not ready to say that yet. And then you're like, boom, deflated. Because why were you checking for it? If you have the feeling, if you have the emotion, if you have the desire, you are on your way. It's going to smack you. You don't have to check. Okay, and finally, the third thing. You will do whatever technique you use. Remember, they all work. So you will do whatever your favorite technique is. You'll get in a good headspace. You'll be in the state, and then boom, you will start thinking against your manifestation. You will start worrying. You will start, what do coaches say, wavering. It just means you're doubting, you're getting scared, you're worrying, or a thought comes up that goes against your manifestation. For instance, if you're manifesting money, a lot of the time when we're manifesting money, it's because we need it, right? We have to pay something is due. And so we can't just ignore real life, right? The thought is going to come up, oh my God, this is due. I still don't have that money. What am I going to do? If you're manifesting an SP and you haven't heard from them in a while, or they say something to you that, hurts your feelings or goes against whatever you've been thinking, immediately you go into like a bad feeling state and you start thinking, oh my gosh, this isn't working. What am I doing? It happens with anything. If you're manifesting a job, if you're manifesting doing well in school, you can take a test and you're manifesting getting an A, getting good grades, and you think you did poorly. You feel like you did poorly. You didn't know all the answers. And so you immediately start thinking, oh my gosh, like I did so, I couldn't have done well on this test because I don't feel like I did well. Or, oh man, this job hasn't reached back out to me in a while. What if they're not going to hire me? Thinking against your manifestation is one of the number one ways to prolong it. And to be honest, it's a totally natural thing to do. But when those thoughts come into your mind, you have got to learn to quickly capture those thoughts, identify and become aware that, hey, I'm actually manifesting something totally different. So I'm thinking something now that goes against that. I have got to start to reframe this and think about it differently. Now, I do want to mention, it does not take you feeling any different. You can still feel sad and you can still feel funny, but whatever you're thinking needs to be aligned with your manifestation. I mean, even if you are scared, nervous, crying even, you need to be crying those tears and saying to yourself, I'm the best person for so-and-so. I am totally loved and adored. I am always chosen. So-and-so always chooses me. I have more than enough money. I always have enough. Things always happen in my favor. The universe is always looking out for me. Money is always looking out for me. I mean, with tears streaming down your face, because you guys have to understand that your thoughts are where everything originates. The reason you're crying is because something happened in your life and it made you think a thought, a negative thought that caused you to have a bad feeling and to cry. You have got to start all the way at the bottom, all the way on the inside with what you are thinking. And when I tell you, I know this works, I know this works. I have been in that scenario and nothing has changed how fast I manifest besides forcing myself to think in alignment with what it is that I want, even when I'm feeling bad. And I know having those thoughts is totally normal. I know that is like the instinctual reaction that we have as people, and it doesn't feel good. So I'm going to tell you right now what you can do when any of these things happen to totally eliminate the need for all of these things, for all of the 1, 2, 3, those different ways of thinking. The way that you totally eliminate that is by whenever those thoughts come up, all you have to do is say this: I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about that anymore, because blah, 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 blah. And then you say whatever it is that you're manifesting. So when you're manifesting money and an unexpected bill pops up, oh my God, I'm so glad I have all the money to pay this. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that because I just have so much money. And then you move it along. It immediately puts you into like it interrupts that thought pattern so you can stop panicking. And number two, if you say it a couple of times, you start to feel good. You start to feel reassured within yourself that, hey, my manifestation is coming. It's true for me right now. I have it already. Oh, so-and-so said something mean to you. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that. He just loves me so much. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that. She's texting me right now. She's calling me right now. I'm so glad we're in the best place in our relationship that we've ever been. It's so amazing. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about my grades. I got a 4.0 this semester. I'm so glad I don't have to, like, anything that there is. That is how you reframe that thought in a way that's not fake, where you can still get your feeling, whatever feeling that you're feeling, express it, and then fix it and move on. I'm so glad that, and then enter in whatever it is that you want to say. If you have a deadline coming up and the deadline is looming in your face, like, oh, I have to pay my rent by this date. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that. My rent was totally paid in full and on time. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about the rent. It was totally paid in full, even early. I even paid it a day early. And you just say statements like that in order to completely reverse what you're thinking, to help yourself stop wavering and to put you back into that instant manifestation vibe. Okay, I feel like I was yelling at y'all today, but I'm sorry. That's 3 days in a row. Let's see if we can keep this streak going. Let me know what else you guys want to see, if you need any more tips and tricks or topics that you want me to cover.